In the peaceful kingdom of Eastaria, ruled by the wise Queen Nyla, tranquility had reigned for 5 years following the defeat of the evil dragon Darakther. However, one stormy night, a giant eagle, accompanied by a small silver dragon, arrived with a dire warning. "O Dragon Queen, a new threat emerges." A foe from the east, known as Malzor, the king of the Black Fire, is not just any dragon, but the leader of cursed dragon armies, aiming to conquer everything. Defeating him requires uniting the dragons once again. Nyla felt the weight of the responsibility, but never hesitated. She gathered her council and dragon allies, declaring that the time of peace was over and war was imminent. Determined to form an army, Nyla embarked on a journey to unite the dragon tribes that had dispersed after Darakther's defeat. Her first stop was the mountains where the fierce mountain dragons dwelled. Alara, their leader, was reluctant, but after a friendly duel, Nyla proved her worth. Next, Nyla ventured deep into the ocean to ally with the cautious water dragons led by Nectar. Their trust was won when Nyla saved a nest of their eggs from pirates. Finally, she sought the wisdom of the secluded forest dragons, led by the sage dragoness Fearid, who advised Nyla to find the eternal flame sword, the only weapon capable of quelling Malzor's black fires. Loyal Alith, the golden dragon, guided Nyla to the Valley of Legends, where the sword was said to be hidden, guarded by magical traps and beastly protectors. Nyla faced several trials. One of courage, confronting creatures of shadow imitating her deepest fears. One of purity, where she affirmed her intentions of using the sword for protection, not power. And one of sacrifice, where she gave up part of her strength to save Alith from a deadly trap. Overcoming these trials, Nyla claimed the sword, inscribed with the words, "He who wields me must bear a pure heart and wisdom unbowed by rage." With the sword in hand, Nyla returned to find Malzor's cursed armies advancing on Eastaria. The sky was dense with smoke, and the air thrummed with the sound of dark dragon wings. The battle began in the Elder Valley. Nyla led her combined forces of dragons and humans against Malzor's cursed legions. Alith fought fiercely by her side, with fiery golden breath, while Alara led mountain dragons in breaking enemy lines, and Nectar's water dragons launched aquatic attacks, sowing confusion. Despite the valiant efforts, Malzor seemed invincible, his power turning any stricken dragon into his thrall. Nyla knew she must confront Malzor herself. Mounted on Alith, she flew towards the fray's heart. Malzor was enormous, eyes blazing with dark fire. He mocked her, "Dragon Queen? A mere human believing she can stop me?" Nyla replied confidently, "I am not merely human. I am the voice of the dragons you have wronged, and I will not let you destroy our world." A legendary battle ensued. The eternal flame, sword shimmered brighter the closer Nyla got to Malzor. Though the black dragon unleashed toxic flames and stormy wings, Nyla pressed on. When it seemed Malzor might win, Nyla resolved to unleash the sword's full power, knowing the cost could be her life. She shouted, "By the strength of dragons and my title as queen, I will stop you, no matter the sacrifice." She drove the sword into Malzor's chest, unleashing light that purged the Dark King's evil. But the light consumed Nyla, who fell from Alith, unconscious. Awakening surrounded by dragons and people, Nyla had survived, though part of her spirit was spent. Alith acknowledged, "You have saved the world, our queen. We owe you eternal gratitude." When Nyla returned to Eastaria, she became a symbol of courage and sacrifice. Legend has it that the Dragon Queen will always return when a new threat endangers the world.